Good morning. As you can see, it is 5 in the morning and my wife Kim gets back from Arizona today. She's been gone for 2 weeks, so I'm excited to see her. She gets back at like 7:30, but before I go and pick her up, I'm gonna go to the gym. Also, welcome to the vlog. So glad you're here. Let's get it. Done at the gym. Now it's time to go pick up Kim, but before then I'm actually gonna go and buy some flowers for her. It's also freezing here in Brisbane, so it's gonna be different for Kim coming back because they've had a heat wave over in Arizona at the moment, and it's actually colder than when she left here in Brisbane, so welcome home, baby. There she is, she's so cute. Oh my word. How do you like these flowers?
I actually love them, thanks babe.
They were the best ones there.
You're so sweet.
Reunited in Brizzy.
It's Australia.
Yeah, Australia is where it's at. Oh, you went to a church there? How was it? So I put together a little outfit to try on, and it consisted of this white long sleeve turtleneck as well as these denim jeans that I found. It looked absolutely horrible. The design of them and how they fit was just not it, and the shoes were way too small, so that was kind of a fail. Currently in the valley, we're about to go to this restaurant that we've seen online. It's a little cafe called Illusion. Yo, this place is crazy. Looks like we're in a sketchbook. It is Saturday and I'm just out on a little Sabbath walk. I do Sabbath on Saturdays. I've actually been meaning to make a Sabbath day in the life vlog, but I haven't gotten around to it. Probably in the next few weeks I'm gonna make that to just show you how I practice Sabbath. It's been an integral part of my life as a spiritual discipline for as long as I can remember, having been raised in the Seventh-day Adventist church. And although I don't consider myself part of any specific denomination, I do really value that about that denomination. Kim is at home resting. Yesterday, it was so good to just hang out and catch up with Kim about her trip, and she was telling me all about the different shenanigans she got up to with her dance team, and we were just talking about how distance can make the heart fonder. We were so happy to see each other, and I think little breaks like that are healthy for a relationship. It is so good to be out in nature. You don't realize how much you need it until you actually go out and just spend time in the sun, feeling the breeze on your face, breathing in the fresh air. I definitely feel closest to God when I'm outside in nature. And honestly, I think being outside in nature is kind of like a spiritual discipline in and of itself. There are countless verses in the scriptures about how the skies declare God's glory and how nature testifies to his power. And so it makes sense that being outside and witnessing God's creation is gonna call that to mind and make you feel closer to his presence. I've been reading this book called Stumbling Towards Eternity by Josh White, who is a pastor and a musician from Portland, Oregon, over in the States, who actually was in the same band as John Mark Comer before they both became pastors, which is pretty cool. That's how I found out about him. His book, Stumbling Towards Eternity, is fairly new. It just came out this year. And I've only got a chapter left of the book to read, and it's been such a great read. If I'm honest, the beginning was alright, but it's just gotten better and better as I read it. Basically, the book is about the 7 sayings of Jesus on the cross, and so that's kind of the theological arc of the book, but within that, he's also added in little fragments of his personal story, so it's kind of like a little memoir as well, which describes his childhood and especially his complex relationship with his father. His father didn't come to faith until he was literally on his deathbed, basically, and just reading about how he struggled with that, because I mean, Josh White himself didn't come to faith until he was like 29, so he wasn't raised in a Christian home or anything, but yeah, it just describes how he himself struggled with his father's salvation and got to a point where he felt hopeless, but God ends up reaching his father, not just through him, because he made many attempts. And you know, when it's a family relationship, it can be harder, especially for a child, to bring their parent to salvation, just because of the dynamic, I guess. The prophet has no honor in his own home, right, like Jesus said, or in his hometown. But yeah, he just talks about how God used other people in his father's life to reach him, and all that to say, I think it's so easy for us to forget that God is working so delicately and intentionally in people's lives to reach them through different believers, and we just have to trust that God actually is out looking and searching for that lost sheep and has left the 99 for the one, for each one that is lost. And all we can do is trust God, trust his character, trust that he loves people more than we do, and partner with him and be free to the way his spirit moves through us and can move through us to reach anyone around us. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that because I found that really encouraging. God loves people and loves ourselves even more than we do, so yeah, we can trust him. It is a little later and we're in the kitchen because what are we doing, baby?
We're cooking.
We're going to be baking puff pastries, strawberries and cream. This is a nice little Sabbath activity. Kim's already got the oven on preheat. They're rising. So here we are, here's the final product, except we haven't put the icing sugar and the chocolate drizzle on top. We are taking these to my fam's house, so we're gonna do it there. And yeah, I'm excited to devour these.